Welcome to Tech Bytes and News, your daily roundup of articles featured in Hacker News. Today, we're diving into a fascinating piece from Cold Takes. Does X cause Y? An in-depth evidence review. It's a meta-analysis of meta-analyses, if you will. Intriguing, right?
Absolutely. So excited to hear about this. The title itself is a bit of a teaser, isn't it? What's the core argument?
The core argument is surprisingly simple, yet profoundly frustrating. The author explores the difficulty of establishing causality between any two variables, X and Y, from a vast range of potential pairings. Think enriched preschool and lifetime earnings, or lead exposure and violent crime. Hundreds of studies exist, but most are observational, showing correlation, not causation.
The classic correlation versus causation trap. I see. So what's the problem with these observational studies?
The big issue is confounders, lurking variables, Z, that influence both X and Y. For example, if we're looking at schooling, X, and earnings, Y, wealthier families might provide both better schooling and other advantages leading to higher earnings. It's like trying to untangle a really messy ball of yarn.
Exactly. And these studies try to control for these confounders using regression analysis, right?
Yes. But the author argues that regression analysis, while seemingly sophisticated, relies on often unstated assumptions that can easily be violated, leading to unreliable results. It's like trying to fix a leaky roof with duct tape. It might seem to work for a while, but it's not a sustainable solution.
So the author dismisses most of the observational studies. What about the better studies?
The author identifies a handful of more rigorous studies, often using natural experiments or quasi-randomized designs. These look promising at first, but even these studies have their own set of problems. Replication issues, confounding factors that weren't accounted for, and sometimes just plain unbelievable results.
So what's the conclusion then? Does X cause Y or not?
The ultimate conclusion is frustratingly ambiguous. The author ends up reverting to their initial intuition, acknowledging the inherent difficulty in definitively proving causality in many social science contexts. It highlights the limitations of current research methodologies.
Wow, that's a pretty humbling conclusion. It seems like the author emphasizes the importance of rigorous methodology, particularly randomization, to establish causality.
Precisely. The author advocates for more randomized controlled trials and extremely thorough analysis, even if it means discarding a lot of seemingly promising research. It's a call for greater skepticism and a more nuanced understanding of causality. It's a really important point.
It's a great reminder that even with mountains of data, establishing causality can be incredibly challenging. Thanks for summarizing this insightful article.
You're welcome. And that's all the time we have for today's Tech Bytes and News. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next time. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.